It's your boy, Henny the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store, man. And you see the man in the shades, the most nefarious, the most dastardly, the most underhanded, conniving
Man, wait a minute. Hold
content
on.
creator in
Hold
the
your
South,
horses.
landlord from Alabama, aka Dirty Dan. What's up
What?
with you, man?
One of these days, you gotta say nice things, sir. Okay, one of these days.
When you
One of
change
these
your
days.
when you change your handle, I will change your open announcements.
This man ain't never said a nice word about me. What kind of friend is this, y'all?
The
Y'all,
best,
hey,
the
that's
best friend
crazy.
you can have.
That's crazy, man.
You ain't
But
never
hey,
had a
man,
friend like me.
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling excellent. You understand? That's what's going on. Hey, everything, but everything outside of the stress the Cowboys put on me, I feel great. That's all.
Indeed. And you see, West Coast is trying to come in. He is fighting against the Wi-Fi monster. Apparently, I think bro is moving now. Ain't no telling. It'll work out eventually. I believe that it will work out for the best. Because Cowboys Uncut is the most unstoppable, most unadulterated, most unfiltered
Most
podcast.
unfit. We unfit for
Yes,
YouTube.
mentally unfit, possibly. But yes, the Dallas Cowboys Uncut crew. We in it to win it, and we linked in, man. So hey, but y'all see the headlines, man. We're gonna talk about the Cowboy combine interviews. We're gonna do some mock drives, and we're gonna talk about, can the Cowboys survive having another boo-boo draft? Listen, I know it's only been a year. But so far, that last draft we had was some shit. Pure, unadulterated, raw out of the anus. Like that was.
Wait a minute,
no.
This is a kids show.
No, it's not.
This come on out to Sesame Street.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. They do.
Nah. That was a
after
dude.
Mr. Rogers and stuff. Yeah.
No. Now, see, there was somebody said they had big birds. They had the birds on deck, but they were not talking about Big Bird.
They said we heard Quinn. What did he say? What did he say?
Nothing of importance, probably, because he ain't here no more.
No
matter what that man said, he cannot unlose that playoff game. We cannot unsee that 48 points selacking. And I think my boy West Coast is finally up and running with us, man. What's up with you, West? He won, man. Listen. West Coast is undefeated against the Wi-Fi monster. When there is a will, there's a way. He gonna always come in, man.
Facts. We know.
Hey, yeah, shout out to the OG too.
Salute.
Shout out to the big homie for letting me use the living room. You dig?
Indeed. Hey, and real quick, shout out to everybody in the building. Miss Etta Lockhart, Jameson Taylor, Desmond Ironman, 434 Cowboy, Sin City Cowboy, Carlos Edwards, Dornell Lamar with the 6 shot glasses helping us practice manifestation. 434 Cowboy again, Rico Jones, Choctaw Montana, Michael Lockhart, Gary Book Walter, Joe China, Tricks. Let's say 6 Cowboy. I'm not sure. Lucky Johnson, Carl Maine, Supreme King, and Oscar Westbrook in the building, man. Let's get it.
Salute.
So, hey, man. So we're just like everybody, man. Like, we're really just waiting for some shit to actually pop off. Ain't nobody done ran no 40s. Ain't nobody done bench press. Them boys ain't even did no jumping jacks. Like, they ain't did nothing out there but talk good. They got their mic skills going. But we do have the list of everybody that the Dallas Cowboys have talked to so far, right? I'm not really sure how much stock you could put into it, because there have been times we drafted players that we've had in interviews, and then there've been guys we drafted that we never spoke to. We never spoke to them boys. So I don't really know how much stock you could put into it, but I am going to bring you up this list of names, and we'll talk about it. So I'm gonna actually move this over here so y'all can hear my voice and see the list. This is what I want to talk about. So y'all notice something, right? There's actually 2 things I want y'all that's noteworthy to this. Can y'all guess what that is? Can y'all guess the 2 things that's noteworthy about this list?
One thing is no offensive players. That's one
I mean,
thing.
was today only a defensive day present? Because it looked like, I mean, it might have only been defense because that looks like a specific group, because that's only linebackers, defensive tackles, and that's all guys within that same
Exactly.
wheelhouse.
Yeah, and I don't know. That's a very good question, Wes. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if everybody that made it in, but it is Wednesday. I would think since testing start tomorrow that every group would be in. So I can't 100% say yeah or nay.
Well,
Second
typically how
thing,
it works, I'm gonna be honest with you. Typically how it works though, with the way, because like you gotta see it like this. At this point, the NFL Combine, this is something that you're doing on your own or with your agent, right? So
mhm,
if you don't work out till Saturday, you're probably not getting to the combine until Saturday. At earliest, you're gonna get there Friday night because you got to pay for hotel, you got to pay for all that stuff. All that stuff's coming out your pocket now. So I would think these guys, and typically these guys are typically getting in like either not necessarily the same day, but they're usually getting in the day before. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of these dudes are out of there after that combine. Like they're not going back to the hotel; they're going home because all this as of now is on your dime or it's on your agent's check. You know what I'm saying? And if you're an agent, you want your guy there and back as quick as possible.
Yeah, it is interesting that we only had defensive players, and that was an even better question. Is this only defense day or something? Like we might need to go look at somebody else's list and see what they got going on. Cause you know, if you was trying to be, secretive about what you want to draft, this wouldn't be a good way to do it, you know. Cause this is not pretty that many, options right here.
Yeah,
Like if
I can almost guarantee that this was like I mean that I can almost guarantee that this was a defensive day because there's never there's like they don't do one-on-ones at the NFL Combine, so there's never a reason for the cornerbacks and the DBs to be there. The only groups that really practice together are like quarterbacks, wide receivers, and running backs because they need the quarterbacks to throw them the football. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean. But I mean, that's the thing too, man. I think at this point, the Cowboys need. I mean, you can interview as many people as you want to. So I think the bigger thing is going to be the 30-30 business more than anything. Because right now,
30-30
you should be interviewing as many guys as possible. Like to be honest with you, keep it real. Cowboys should interview every single person that's at the NFL Combine. Why not? You got dudes that go work. You know what I'm saying? And landlord, if they require you to do X amount of skills at your job, why these dudes get to go to the combine and only interview 12 defensive linemen and there's 26 of them? You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
they're all there. You need to interview everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you why we also need to interview everybody is because let's just be real. We are a Ross, Marshalls, what's up, DD's. That's where we shop at. You know what I'm saying? So what I see on here is a bunch of dudes that I've never heard of in my life. So you know what that means? There's a good chance some of them might be Dallas Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? Because that's typically what happens in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? We usually get people that we ain't never TJ Maxx. No, well, I don't know if we TJ Maxx because TJ Maxx just sell the stuff from last year. We
Yeah.
buying stuff from like we bought Stephon Gilmore. Yes, he was good, but he was 3 years removed.
And that was the second thing I was gonna get at with this list. Like there are some good players on here, but there's not a player with a first round grade on them.
Not a
So
one.
not a one. Like even like and listen, there are people that are very high on Edgerrin Cooper, who's a linebacker out of Texas A&M, and even he's like a middle second round pick. They say like Tavondre Sweat will be a high second round pick. So like there's not anybody on here that you would take with pick number 24. So either A, they're doing their due diligence for 2 and 3, and they got something else in mind for pick number 1. B, they got an entirely different. One thing I also got to keep in mind, they probably have an entirely different draft board than we do. I say that there's nobody on here with a first round grade, and the Cowboys could say you a goddamn lie.
true, true.
I,
And
I
that's
hope
why I
not,
say
but that's how it works sometimes.
my hope's still alive. That's all I'm gonna say. My nefarious hopes is still alive.
Let's see.
'Cause
Go ahead, but I'm going to ask both y'all a question. Um, I'll start with you, landlord. You so all right, I'm just gonna leave you out of this question. I'm gonna ask landlord then. Out of these names, are you familiar with any one of them? And if you are, do you like any of these guys?
I'm familiar with Edrin Cooper. I'm familiar with Junior Colson. I'm familiar with who else? Sweat out of Texas, the defensive tackle. Who else? Some
I'm
of these dudes I couldn't even find. Like
I'm familiar with Jalen Ford as well. I know Jalen Ford. I know the people you mentioned, and I also know McKinley Jackson. But
I couldn't find him. I don't think
which one you couldn't find?
McKinley Jackson.
Yeah, I'm familiar with McKinley Jackson. He played right there at Texas A&M. I remember him. I remember him for playing my Razorbacks.
I couldn't find him. I couldn't find the LSU defensive tackle either. Mason Smith.
Now, see,
I had to look them up on 18 pages. Like they weren't even, no lie, they weren't even on PFF. Like I had to go.
I had
to go pull them up on 18 pictures and stuff.
He said I had to call their mama and ask them what their stats was last year.
Yeah.
I found his auntie on Facebook and she gave me his stats.
Straight up. Like I don't know. I thought I was just doing some bad research or something. I'm like, bro, I done looked at a few sites and their names ain't even coming up. So like, are they even eligible? I thought it was something wrong with the list. I'm like, is these dudes coming out next year or something? Like, what's going on? Hey, that's just dollar bill being dollar bill. Like, we don't let them get away with it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, at this level though, like in college, there ain't really too many like standout positions in college. Like, you know what I mean? So, except for like the quarterback position or the wide receiver position, because you could have a guy that's really, really talented, but then he played lower quality competition. So that might be a question mark. You know what I'm saying? Or he might, or just the thing, and I'm gonna tell you this right here. The thing that sucks about linebacker is no matter who you're talking about, none of them mother effers are gonna be ready for the NFL come September 9th.
No.
So, like, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna make a power statement, and y'all can believe me or not. The best linebacker in this draft is not gonna be ready week 1 to start against the NFL. Now, will he start? Yeah. Hell yeah. Somebody gonna do it. Somebody's gonna do it. But realistically, will there be a middle linebacker in this draft that's really ready to start an NFL game and be productive and be the captain of a defense, move defensive tackles around, recognize that they're pulling guards, and since they're pulling guards, I need to slide his big ass down. Why? Because if you don't, he's going to be running up our ass all day. Do we see that? No. No. No, you're not getting that. You're not getting that. You're not getting that in the draft.
And I'll elaborate on that a little bit more. Wes is saying it's not going to be a Mike that's going to be out there. There might be a Will that you could just send to do some dirty work here and
there. Go get some sacks. Yeah, there's gonna be a dude that go get some sacks. Sure.
But there ain't gonna be no true traditional middle linebacker out there doing no middle linebacker shit. What Wes is saying, and he's 100% correct. He's 100% correct. But that takes time. It takes time. It takes seeing shit. It takes a lot of mental fortitude to be a good middle linebacker.
Listen,
you got to remember, Micah Parsons only played middle linebacker the first 3 games of his rookie season.
First game.
But they put him at Mike linebacker in that Carolina game. At the beginning of the game, they try to have him on. They had him trying to spy. Not spy. They put him at Mike linebacker. Remember, Sam Darnold had them 2 rushing touchdowns on our ass. Y'all don't remember that? That was week 3 of that Carolina Panthers game. And then Gronkowski, man, Dallas Cowboys had to take that. They had to move Mike after Gronk was going dumb on him.
I'm gonna say this though, like this right here speaks to the way you want to build your team. Like realistically, how many positions should a draft pick even be able to threaten? If you're a contender, think about that. Like it shouldn't be many. And really, if it's some important positions, you got some problems. Like, are you really a contender at that point? Like, you might be a pretender all along. Like, if you got some real positions that they threatening, like we can do it now. It should be on one hand. How many positions should a rookie just threaten on this team? Not many. Now you could probably say running back.
Because we
You
don't
know what I'm
have one.
saying? Yeah, because we don't have one actually, or maybe linebacker.
Bro, if you have
Definitely
if a rookie is able to walk in here from college and start on your defense as a middle linebacker, unfortunately, that says a lot about your middle line. It says a lot about your linebacker room, bro.
I think you're a pretender.
Hey, no, everybody's gonna say no. That just means he's really, really good. Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you this right here: Demarion Overshawn looked so good playing linebacker, and he wasn't even playing middle linebacker, right?
Mm.
We just assume that anybody that's just standing back there, moving like a bro. Demarion Overshawn was not playing middle linebacker. He was being used more like a Micah Parsons than anything. And when he comes back, he's gonna be used like a Micah Parsons than anything. Because think about
Hey,
this.
I was gonna say real quick. Shout out to Miss
Hey, both
Regina
Dorrance
Green for the
Armstrong and Dante Fowler are both free agents, right?
yeah. Hey, shout out to Miss Regina
You're gonna
Green
lose
for the
one of
10.
them.
Yeah, you gonna lose both probably. Shout out to Miss Regina Green for the $10 cash app. Thank you
But
for the
we know
love.
what we already know what Dorrance said. I ain't gonna tell nobody, but
Salute, Miss Regina. We appreciate you.
Indeed.
appreciate you, Miss Green.
We said
Overshawn is
Overshawn.
better than what was given to us in 2000. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter what Overshawn was. It doesn't listen to me. It does not matter what Demarion Overshawn was or what he's gonna be. You can only judge him on what he is now, and that is a linebacker coming off of an ACL tear. And I'm
Appreciate
gonna
you
tell
on
this
my
right
end
now,
too, Miss Regina. We appreciate you.
and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If we want to be fair, we need to 2024 needs to be a red shirt for sure, a plain red shirt year. So that means whenever he do something, listen to him, put it in the comment box. Demarion Overshawn is going to get a plain red shirt year. And what he's getting red shirt from is from y'all negative criticism. Okay? If he do anything positive, yay! If you do anything negative, get a boy a break. Because I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. It's a different. The two hardest positions, like coming back from an ACL tear from a offensive lineman, that's different. But coming from a middle linebacker, bro, that's all explosion. So whoever Demarion Overshawn was supposed to be is who we're gonna look at right now because that injury is gonna have an effect on him. Hopefully hopefully he can get through it, but from everything we've seen, it takes about a year, man. It takes about a year. So that's why I say, man, y'all want to be nice to him this year. Don't
True,
expect him
true.
to be Jesus. He can be a
But
disciple for 1 year.
that shows you how we build our team. He shouldn't even be in a pivotal role, really. Like, and then you
Right.
really should be drafting
But he
over
is.
him. You really should be drafting over him if he coming out for ACL.
You
Like, we
shouldn't
feel
even
like
count him.
that's what I'm saying. You really should be like, we need a linebacker. And if he show up and be a linebacker, we got two of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't even really be counting him in that manner like that. Like, it's no way in the world we should be going into this year counting Overshawn as a legitimate
As a
starter.
starter.
But
No.
listen, that is
But
exactly what
they're
the Dallas.
going to.
I'm gonna say that's exactly what the Dallas Cowboys do because they did it with Tony Pollard. They did it with Terrence Steele, who tore 3 major ligaments in his knee. They're going to do it with Trayvon Diggs when he comes back. I know we don't talk about it, but they're going to do it with Trey. Throw him out there like nothing's wrong and have him shadowing the best wide receiver on the field. They did it with Donovan Wilson, really. Donovan Wilson wasn't completely healthy when he
Hey,
came back.
Can I
hey,
say
Henny, think
one
about this.
thing before we go? Like, it's gonna be very quick.
What's
The
that?
only difference is that make this even more egregious is this man ain't started an NFL game, bro.
Fact.
This not
Come
even
on,
is.
bro. Like, that's like them dudes is some vets. Like, this dude ain't even played a real game yet, bro. Come on, and you gonna start him after ACL? I'm out on that, bro. Like, I promise you. Like, I pray he go crazy, bro. I pray if they do put him in that water like that, I pray he swim. But I'm just saying, man, I don't know. That's
I'm gonna tell you. I'm
crazy.
gonna say like this, right? Well, I had a funny joke. Tony Pollard is the first person I've ever seen to get a starting job and a contract extension, all while being injured.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
Because
didn't have to. He got a starting job and a contract, and he got a raise, y'all. He got a raise, all while being injured.
Well, hey, can I say this? Somebody else on the team that got a promotion and a contract while they were hurt with Michael Gallup. Because
Diggs too, right? Nah,
he
Diggs wasn't hurt at the time.
nah, Diggs wasn't hurt. Diggs
Dez got hurt
got
after
paid
he.
before.
Dez got hurt when he came back.
True.
Yeah, because
He
listen,
broke his foot.
Michael Gallup was really he was really your number 3 wide receiver. You got rid of Amari Cooper. You elevated Michael Gallup. So like I don't really know what they expected from that man. And that still make absolutely no sense, especially after we saw Amari Cooper restructure his contract to play for $5 million.
Man, and you know what's crazy? I remember when Michael Gallup took that contract, man, I was at Great Wolf Lodge celebrating my son's birthday, bro. And I remember they was on the big swing thing, and I seen the alert, bro. And I came outside and I went live, bro. And man, it was just like it's just crazy. One of the craziest feelings in the world is just to watch people celebrate stupidity. Like and it's like as a parent, if you're a parent, you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Like when your kid just do something really, really dumb and they just think they did something really, and they're just like, you know what I mean? And that's how it was watching Michael Gallup get signed. Like it was like an out-of-body experience because I'm up here looking at these folks just celebrate sheer stupidity. Like they were literally telling me, bro, he's gonna be better than Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper doesn't play in big games. I'm like, bro, Amari Cooper's healthy. Because remember, at this moment, Amari Cooper was healthy.
Yeah, healthy as hell.
Healthy. So you were trying to sell me that that a injury-prone Michael Gallup coming back off of an injury where he's currently injured right now. Michael Gallup did not run into the office to sign that contract. That's a joke. Don't get nobody get in front of me.
It
took a minute. It took a minute to get it. It took a minute.
It's a joke, but was it a lie?
Hey, but look at it. Hey, Landon was like, hey, let me show you. Landon was like,
Hey, real quick. Shout out to them boys, 77. He hit one of y'all with a 5-piece, give y'all some love tonight, and then he spun the block on my end and said he got one for me too. So salute to and y'all know this is the boy Von, man, the brother Von showing love. So salute to you, my guy.
Salute. We appreciate you, man. But what we was about to say, dang, I missed my thought. He said one for you too. We appreciate you, man.
Hey, listen to me, man. Listen to me.
That's some top tier support right there.
Hey, real quick, listen to me. Miss Regina Green ain't gonna tell y'all again. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, she didn't already ask nicely. Get them goddamn likes up. Don't, you know what I'm saying? She didn't already ask nicely because you know Miss Regina, she one of those folks. She gonna ask you before she tell you. She's asking.
She gonna tell you next.
She gonna tell you in a minute. And then your ass just disappear, and you be in my inbox talking about some West Coast. I say, hey man, I just go live, man. That's not my department.
But yeah, I think we were speaking to the fact that the way we try to replace starters with rookies, like that's insane. Really, when we trying to compete at the level we trying to compete, like we should be better. We demand more in 2024. I feel like a politician when I say that, but it's the truth. Like we demand more in 2024, bro. Because look, we've been trying this for how long? It's about time for us to try something else.
Facts.
Like we've been trying to rebuild through the draft. Okay, we tried. That's honorable. That's admirable. It's all those nice words. Okay, but it's not working. So we need to try something else. Okay, everybody else over there outside with it. They going outside. They going outside of their team to go and acquire free agents to make their team better. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, very true. Because when you look, and listen, it's not even really a downside about spending in free agency anymore. Because look at all the teams that went all in for championships, a couple years ago, and look where they're at now. The Bucks, I forget, they had to sign Tom Brady. They had to sign Gronk. They had to sign Antonio Brown. They had to go get Ndamukong Suh and all these other moves that they made to make their team better. And they're right back in the playoffs. Like Tom Brady has been gone for a year, and they're right back in the damn playoffs. Like nothing happened.
I mean, let's just be real. They bought that Super Bowl, but who gives a damn?
Nobody gives a damn. Same. I'm finna get to them next. They went out there and they traded for Matthew Stafford. They brought in what's the boy name? Andrew Whitworth to tackle. Like he wasn't on that team originally. They brought his ass in. They went and got Sean Robinson to pair with Aaron Donald. They went and what's the other boy they got? They went and got OBJ. Like they went.
Do you know something that make this even worse?
What's that?
What?
We ain't even got to do all of that.
Oh yeah, and they signed Von Miller.
We ain't even got to do all of that. We asking them to do half of the stuff them teams did. like we already a good team. Like them boys kind of like came out of nowhere and just said we want a championship. Like they went and got a quarterback. They went, you know what I'm saying? They went crazy. Both of the teams had to acquire a quarterback. Like that's crazy right there. We ain't no good that bad.
If the fact that they had to go acquire a quarterback, that means that they didn't even have the start. They didn't even have the engine. Like imagine this is a race to the Super Bowl, right? And we're losing to teams that didn't even have engines. When we started the original race, they didn't even have an engine, bro. Dang. They didn't even have an engine. They had to go down to freaking wall. They literally, there's this place out here called Pick Apart, where they just buy a bunch of cars. You can sell them your cars, right? And then say you need like a Honda alternator. You can literally go down there. When it be Hondas down there, you can use your own tools. You can take the part off, and then they just charge you for whatever the part is. It'd be like $30. You know what I'm saying? And then you put it on your own part. It's called Pick Apart. You know what I'm saying?
I know about Pick Apart.
Legal chop shopping. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all got a place called Pick Apart.
Pick Apart. Yes, it's a legal chop shop.
We got a place called Pull Apart.
They probably owned by the same folks.
Look, somebody said to Pull Apart in Memphis too. We got one down here in Birmingham called Pull Apart.
Pull Apart and Pick Apart. That's dope.
It's a junkyard. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But and it's like, you know what I mean? Like that's the concept I think of when how the Cowboys, like you're absolutely right. Like we already have these pieces. You know what I'm saying? At the beginning of this race, they had to go to Pick Apart, Pull Apart, wherever they had to go to their local chop shop, legal chop shop, and they had to get a engine. Then they threw an engine in it. Boom. They ain't even paint the car up. They didn't have time for none of that. You know what I'm saying? They just threw everything in there and just went it rolling. And then guess what? The car, and when they put the car together and they took it down there to get insurance, you know what the insurance told them? Your insurance said, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. This might only work for a year. You know what they said? Man, I don't give a damn. Start that shit up. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? The Dallas Cowboys, we're too focused on trying. Listen to me. And listen, this is game too. We're too focused on trying to be good 5 years from now. That shit don't matter, bruh. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you get for Christmas if you can't get through Thanksgiving. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm just tripping. Like, look, can't nobody do it like Cowboys UnCut. Like, listen, you'll never hear this discussion nowhere else. Now you got people up there telling you what theirs name. Somebody said mine's called Pull and Save in Colorado. Then somebody said we got Pick and Pay. Like, what is it? Somebody said we got Pick and Pull in the Midwest.
My boy said Walker home.
This is crazy. Like, you ain't gonna hear this discussion nowhere else. Like,
so basically, everybody that got locked up for chop shops, the ones that became Christians and actually changed their life, they went and started businesses.
Yo. That's crazy.
But hey, so we talked about who actually did talk to the Dallas Cowboys. I also got a list of some names that did not talk to the Dallas Cowboys.
Me, I'll be right back.
Go right ahead. Take your time. So we have, and these are some names that y'all do know. I do know every single one of these players. Shout out to Nick Harris. They did not talk to Peyton Wilson, North Carolina State. They did not talk to Cedric Gray from North Carolina. They did not talk to Jeremiah Trotter Jr. And they also did not talk to Tommy Eichenberg.
Yikes. Those the top people.
Yeah, like, these are really some of the top.
Peyton Wilson is the highest graded linebacker so far, before the combine.
Outside of medicals.
Then they like Jeremiah Trotter, probably next. Then Eichenberg, then Cedric Gray. I think that's the way the way it's listed right now.
Bruh, can I ask y'all a question?
What's up?
I know we're just talking about this because the combine is this. When we actually gonna talk about free agency? I just want to know when we gonna talk about free agency, because I'm gonna tell y'all before I know all this the combine stuff. It's relevant now, but I don't even know why the NFL has the combine right now. That the combine should be like in April. Like it makes no sense for it to be right now. You're gonna have these dudes run these 4.2s and do all this crazy stuff. Then you have you know what I'm saying? Then you have free agency. So it's like you should let, in my opinion, when the NFL season starts, it should be free agency all the way up until blah blah until like March. Da, 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 da. Then when the NFL draft, have all this at the same. Like honestly, they should just put all this stuff together for 1 month. Like the whole month of April should be NFL draft. Like you get the combine the first week, you get the pro days, all that other stuff. You feel me? Because like right now, like no matter what you get, bruh, even if the listen to me, and this is the gang serious thing you'll ever hear me say about the Dallas Cowboys. If the Dallas Cowboys had the #1 overall pick in the draft, I still don't, even if you were to take whoever you want, adding the best player in this year's draft is not going to help us because we don't need it. You know what I'm saying? We don't need it. We don't need a quarterback. We don't need this. We don't need it. What we need isn't even up there. So it's like the Cowboys, like we can bomb the whole draft. As long as we get some dudes who are a little bit better than what we have right now, as far as grown adults, we're going to be good, man, or at least be better.
I mean,
So that's,
I don't disagree, but at the same time, I just gotta cover what's to be covered.
yeah.
Hey,
Listen, I wasn't talking to you. I wasn't directly talking to you. I'm just like making
I know you're just making a general statement, but I'm just also giving a general answer. And besides, like the Dallas Cowboys have shown where they at, where their mind is mentally. They gave us a flyer. They gave us a flyer thought on how they gonna handle free agency. Stephen Jones went out his way to walk back his daddy's all in talk yesterday. He walked that shit all the way back. And then secondly, there is nothing stopping the Dallas Cowboys right now from clearing cap space like every other NFL team is doing, right? If they wanted all these restructures and stuff we talk about to make cap space and everything else, they could be doing that. They could have already hit the button on the Trayvon Diggs restructure. They could have already hit the button on the Zach Martin restructure. They could have already hit the button on the whatever and cleared up cap space to see what it's looking like before any of the other extensions came through. They're not even preparing like free agency is finna happen, bro. And that what scares the shit out of me.
I about to say, do y'all want to know the uncut truth?
they talked about
This
LVE.
situation? Hold on.
I
Do you
saw
want to
that.
know the uncut truth about this situation?
What's up?
Can you handle the truth? The draft is Dallas free agency, bro.
Unfortunately.
It's been all of these years. This is our free agency.
Okay.
We got to put pressure on these boys to make it not this time. Shit. I told you they put their big toe in the water last year with the 5th round picks, and we went crazy because we was just glad they actually showed some signs of life. But this time we need to dive in the water, man. Like go deep. Pause. But you know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute.
They need to go to the 10 feet pool. You know what I'm saying? Like they need to actually go and go crazy with it. I know that's sad, but I gotta be realistic, y'all. Like throughout the years, that's been our free agency.
I mean, landlord, you're not wrong, but you also made me very, very sad on the inside. Because
I asked y'all first, though. It came with a disclaimer. That don't count.
Not, listen, I said yes, but I didn't really know what I was saying yes to. You know what I'm saying?
Asked first, though. I was like, do y'all want to know the uncut truth? I asked, though,
I mean,
the Cowboys, they will shop in free agency. They're just not going to shop till like week 2 and week 3. Like free agency is going to start on the 15th. And also, like I'm gonna tell you, the Cowboys' philosophy too is they always feel like their players are the biggest free agents they always have to sign. You know what I'm saying? Like in their mind right now, they always make it seem like if you're not under contract or if your contract is not favorable to the Dallas Cowboys, I think in Jerry Jones's mind, you're automatically a free agent. Or you're at least he's open to do something with your contract, whether that be cut your ass, extend your ass, or restructure your ass. But he gonna do something with your ass if your contract is in favorable justice with him, right? Mm-hmm. So you know what I mean? So I think like in Jerry's mind, when he's going into free agency, I think right now he's on his board. He's probably thinking the biggest free agent he got to sign right now is Dak Prescott.
Yep. That's crazy,
He
but
already said that. When we start talking free agents, you remember it sounded like he started talking about our free
People
agents.
on our team.
yeah, like dog, like them were not no free agents.
I'm so sick of these people, man. Come on.
Like, I thought I was the
Steven.
only person that caught that.
No,
Look, we talk about, hey, y'all want to require it? You know, Steven do this every year. When we get to talking about, hey, we can sign this guy, sign that guy, Steven be like, well, Michael Parsons coming up, and we got a player that we ain't even drafted 5 years later. We got to sign him, so
And he's gonna be generational, and he's gonna want some
he's
money. And
gonna want $1 million, and like just $1 million.
The Dallas Cowboys are the only franchise I know that make it sound like a bad thing that they got good players that they have to pay. Like damn,
facts.
dog. Like listen, they had a conversation. There was a report talking about the contract negotiation between Tua and his front office. They said everything was great. They're getting it worked out. All this other positive stuff. I ain't heard not one bit of slander about Tua. And I like Tua. That man ain't won no damn playoff game yet. But that man finna go reset the quarterback market. And then you can argue that he has some of the best talent in National Football League. Ain't got nothing done.
Time out. He finna reset the quarterback market, and his ownership finna do it with a smile.
Oh, yeah,
Facts.
happily. The same way with everybody else. Matter of fact, I seen something that was funny as hell, and this how you can tell like these other GMs and stuff are programmed differently. They were talking to the Buffalo Bills general manager, and they asked him what was his mindset about moving up to get Josh Allen because people weren't happy about it, and his words were. He said, "You know what? We got a lot of shit for that, but in my mind, if it didn't work out, I wasn't gonna be here any damn way. And if it did, and if it did work out, y'all was gonna give a damn."
Sometimes you need to just hit the F button. Like, hey man, screw this. I mean, take a swing, bro. But look, you want to know the difference is we don't have that level of threat as like our GM in his job. He don't have to be concerned. He don't have to look over his shoulder. Nobody's gonna take his job because he owns the team. So
And it's
like
but can I say this real quick, landlord? Is that not backwards though? If I knew I could do anything and not lose my job, I would be doing some of the most egregious
nefarious
shit. Like man, like hell yeah. I sent all 3 of our first round picks for that man. Yes, I did. We gonna win the championship this year.
First round picks, you say? Say less. Like, we finna win 17 rings though. I mean, yeah, I get it though. Like, just imagine we need a more. Who's the more irresponsible son? Like that's who we need. We need somebody reckless in there. Steven, that boy, I don't know, man. He probably knew how to manage a checkbook when he was about 6 years old. That dude is far too responsible with the money, man.
Like, yeah, and I mean, and you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all what's crazy too, man. It's like, Jerry, not even to kill the moment or anything, but man, you know what that also tell you? I mean, Jerry was a good ass dad to his kids, man. Because like Jerry was a billionaire. Jerry has been a multi-millionaire ever since we've known him as Jerry Jones, right? Mm-hmm. And his kids, and Stephen Jones, who's also a multi-millionaire, moves and feels like a dude that is got $15 in his bank account. You know what I'm saying? Like he everything about Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones remind me of my mom and how she is and you know what I'm saying, how she was growing up. Like, I got money for what we got money for, what I need to get money for. I ain't got money for what you know what I mean? Like, and to have that, kudos on Jerry.
Man. They thinking legacy. They thinking legacy. Like, Steven, like, man, I know we got generational money, but I want it to last forever.
You gonna be rich forever.
Like, he don't want to risk nothing. Like,
we gonna be rich forever.
He said,
and I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna tell you. Hey, listen to me. I'm gonna tell y'all something real quick, man. I might have to hit this little ooh-wop stick to tell y'all this, right? If I'm Stephen Jones right now, I want y'all to be landlord and HGM, right? Smoking my cigar.
I think that's easy right there. Go ahead.
I'm smoking my cigar. You guys are the nation. Hold up. Let me take my $1 million. Let me take my 68 million, 680 million I made last year. Put that on the table real quick. Let me take my hold up real quick. Let me take my badge out for being the number one most highest paid franchise in the world. Let me sit that real quick. Put that right there. Let me take my advanced revenue that's higher than most companies in the world. Let me sit that right there. Remember, I have an annual revenue that's higher than most companies' revenue for a year. But real quick, how many months do I actually play? I only play 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
You're open 12 months. I make more than you in 6 months, and you're open 12 months. So theoretically, I probably make 3 times as much as you, right?
And then
So let me sit all this right here.
giving money to the stadium, he making money off other people with the stadium.
Bruh, thank you. So let me sit all these things that I do every year that I'm always number one in. So can I ask you a question, fellas?
Mm-hmm.
What advantage is there in spending more money to win a Super Bowl? If I'm already number one without spending money.
Hey,
And
real quick.
remember, Jerry raised me to not want, and think about this. Stephen Jones has always been like this. If Stephen Jones was running the show, Deion Sanders would have never been a Dallas Cowboy. You want
I
to know
said that
why?
earlier.
Because Stephen Jones was against it.
He's scared of everything.
Hey, real quick, shout out to them boys 77 for the $5 super. He said even that side chick child is set.
Hey, straight up. Hey, that was a bar right there. Cause he ain't like the secret babies. Hey, Jerry, hey, never mind. I ain't gonna talk about that.
I'm just gonna
He
say
got
this, though.
cases pending though. We ain't gonna talk about that.
Stephen Jones is successful as a businessman, but he is not successful as a football personnel guy because the people that he has put out there has not won anything. And
He
he
got
don't.
one W though. Zach Martin was his W though.
And yeah, Zach Martin was his W, and that's the one. But like Wes said, and I made this point on my show last night. You like he is a reason. He's part of the reason why we don't have a winning culture because I don't think that he too much cares if they win a Super Bowl or not because they're profitable, like you said. They're always on
Too
TV.
cheap. Yeah.
Like they're the most valued franchise in the world. Like all this other stuff. I don't think Stephen Jones too much cares. If and listen, Jerry
Like you get an
Jones.
extra $200 million. Woohoo!
Yes,
But I gotta spend an extra $100 million.
yeah, Jerry Jones built the Dallas Cowboys up from poverty. Like I understand that we had the 2 rings in the 70s, but by the time Jerry Jones bought the franchise, we were one of the worst in the league. Like we were one of the worst franchises in the league, poorly ran, almost out the door. Right. And Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson and that brain trust got together and built them up. And at the time, winning was important because nobody gave a damn about the Dallas Cowboys or the Star or none of that. They built that from the ground up and they earned their reputation back. Stephen Jones already got the finished product in his hand. He already got the golden goose that laid the eggs. So in his mind, why would I risk the golden goose? I could just keep the golden goose right here pushing these eggs out, getting paid perpetually for all eternity, as long as I keep us in the headlines, as long as our
Hey
market is
Henny,
right.
hey Henny, like this. It's like this. It's like the thought like this. I'm gonna just use this as an example. Don't nobody burn my head off, but it's just how I feel on like some of these major diseases and like the cure for cancer. Right. My question is this: if someone came up with the cure for cancer, you would have to give it away to the world. You wouldn't be able to monetize that. Why? Because now obviously you would make some money off of it, but you wouldn't be able to just put the cure for cancer in a bottle and then set up cure for cancer stores and people can come in and sell it. It's not how it works, right?
Unless your name Doctor.
Hold that
But
thought.
let me tell you this.
I was just
What
gonna get this
Jerry has
super out the way.
realized is the same thing that all these companies have found out. There is more money in chasing the goal than actually achieving the goal. Because once you achieve the goal, you're like, what's next? Right?
Exactly.
You can make
That's
money every year chasing. We're looking for it. Man, they don't want to cure some of this stuff. Why? Because they're making too much money, man.
And listen, you ain't lied. Hopefully you got your doors locked because you're speaking too much truth right now. Everybody pray for West Coast
If
Cowboys.
I disappear, Jerry Jones did it. Y'all know what's up.
Hey, real quick, I got two supers to grab real quick. Them boy 77 on one of y'all ends said he needs to pull a Jerry Buss to put the daughter in charge. I don't know what her qualifications are, and I don't
Charlotte.
know. I don't know if Charlotte would be aggressive enough for me. Also, salute to Dro Knows. So, my boy with the $4.99 for your mind. He said if Steven was as smart as he think that he is, he would let Will McClay do his damn job. I
He
mean, that
probably
is
Look,
is, though. He probably is. We don't know if
I
he
gotta,
not.
I gotta say this though. Everybody talking about I killed y'all bulls. Y'all just killed mine with that. Cause
what?
there's no incentive on them winning when they got all this money. You know what I'm saying? And you think about it, listen. I tell everybody, they try to the people that's with the conspiracies about the game and stuff like they say, oh, if it was a conspiracy, the Cowboys would win. I'm like, listen, man, we already got $9 billion. You know what I'm saying? Like we are the bird in the hand, sir. Y'all the ones in the bush. Like they know they gonna get money from the Cowboys regardless. Like
Facts.
whether
Cowboys
we
print
good or
money.
bad. Like they know they gonna get money from us regardless. So they need to extend some money from somewhere else. You see what I'm saying? Like they need to raise the profits on another team, really. Like, so if we gonna get technical about it, like that makes sense. Look,
Hey,
we
it's the same mock-up as the NBA. Like the NBA, it's the same mock-up as the NBA, right? Let me turn my camera on. My bad. It's the same thing as the NBA, right? The NBA makes more money. Well, it's not that they make more money, but it's like they need markets like Milwaukee to win championships. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? They need like Orlando. They need those cities to win championships. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because it brings revenue. That's why the NBA honestly wasn't too happy about LeBron James leaving Cleveland. Why? Because all the money that they was bringing to the franchise into that area. You know what I'm saying?
true. That's
Hey,
what I'm
them
saying.
boys.
Go ahead. Yeah,
I was gonna say them boys 77 hit landlord with a 5-piece salute. He
appreciate
said,
you,
landlord, you can be Jerry's lawyer for those court cases.
man. Hey, man, don't. Hey, that boy
Hey,
Jerry.
Jerry don't even go to court. Jerry settles, bro. If you go look at his track record, Jerry pays.
Jerry
You know
gonna
what I'm
drop
saying?
the
Jerry
ball
like
on you.
Drizzy. Drake said if he got the money, y'all know Drizzy gonna pay, and they know.
Yeah, but if you think about it, like we just said,
Diddy
like
did
man,
too.
what is the incentive? Like,
He ain't pay enough.
and look, this is what most depressing. This is what I was about to say.
Lael Collins.
We just talked about the money aspect, right? Think
Yeah.
about this. If the Cowboys win a Super Bowl, it'll get more money for sure. They'll have the biggest Super Bowl ever right now. Like if the Cowboys in the Super Bowl next year, it'll be the highest watched Super Bowl ever. That's a given. Like that's automatic. Okay, if that's the case, though, think about this. Who would the Cowboys be beating at that point?
Themselves.
I'm talking about in the money aspect.
Themselves.
We'll be just, oh, well, I was first place.
Themselves.
Now I'm first. Like,
Yeah, yourself.
I mean, think about that. That's depressing when you think about it, bro. Like, if it was the money that motivated them, like they would get more money, but they'll be besting out themselves. Like, it's like, I don't
Yeah.
know, man. I don't know what
And
the
and
incentive would be.
and, and
The
Lord, think about
incentive
this.
should be, this finna be quick. The incentive should be y'all going into them other owners' meetings and they snickering about y'all. Cause I know
Right.
after a while they like, yeah, you got that money, but you can't never win. But Jerry probably like, shit, the money is winning. I don't know.
I mean, think about this. We all know that the Kansas City Chiefs has more fans today than they had 10 years ago.
Yep.
You know what
Facts.
I'm saying?
That is
Cowboys has more fans, but you know why the Cowboys have more fans? The reason why they have more fans is because what? Because the Cowboy fans had kids. You know what I'm saying?
Real
That's
talk.
why. You know what I mean? So,
The
but the Chiefs have like I'm gonna tell you, there isn't no matter what the season. I promise you this. I promise you this. I promise you out of the last 10 years, you can take any Dallas Cowboy home game and just take a picture of the stands randomly. And I bet you cannot tell from the stand what the team's record is.
Hey.
Now, do that with the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh,
Bruh,
I've seen them. They stadium
bruh,
just
I've
be
been in a
empty as
49er
hell.
game where, listen to me, I went to a 49 when the Cowboys played the 49ers. Now, it was Technically a sold out game. You want to know why? Because Cowboy fans were there. But they did I tell this story every time I talk about the 49ers. Every 49er fan that came, right, got a 50-50 ticket, right? That means one ticket for the person, one ticket for the team, right? There was 11,500 tickets. You do the math. What's divided by 2? That's how many 49er fans they said they had in the building. Under 5,000, bruh. That's the game that Zeke took that 76-yard
Screen.
screenplay to the house and
I
then
remember that.
Spinderella into the end zone. We
Yeah.
dog walked them, bruh. We dog walked the 49ers, bruh.
Hey,
And
shout out to
think about this. What have the 49ers done since then, bruh? Free agents, bruh. All
super
free
free agent.
agents.
Yeah, even Jimmy Garoppolo was somebody they traded for.
Hey, hey, Henny, you good at doing this. You should take a comparison between that 49er team that we destroyed when Zeke was on that team to that team now that we can't beat. And I'm
I'll
going to
do
tell
that.
you, I promise you, it's not draft picks.
Hey,
It's not draft picks.
real quick. Shout out
Purdue's
to
not that big of a difference, bro. I like them, but bro, they were still getting in the playoffs with freaking Garoppolo, bro. Come on now.
Shout out to Dunham McCorvey on my side for the $10 cash app, and as he said, he hit all 3 of us with cash app. So I had to make sure to show my brother some love
That's
for the
GOAT level
support.
support right there, man. We appreciate you.
Really supporting the world. Yeah, outside of like Kittle and Nick Bosa, like I think those are the 2 big draft picks, and Fred Warner. But like you said, there's a lot of guys they brought
Fred Warner was a
in.
safety though. Think about that. He was a safety though.
Yeah, converted safety in the third round. But yeah, man, like you said, there's been a bunch of dudes that they brought in to help. And listen, they paired good draft picks with free agents. They
Yep.
they went and traded for Chase Young. They went and got our boy Smoke a Lot. They went and got
They got Tre'Davious Ward.
Rolling one.
yeah, they got your various
That boy
from us.
Tre'Davious Ward was man, that dude gave me an interview, bro. That Tre'Davious Ward, listen to me. Tre'Davious Ward was so in like now he was such a random dude. He was just standing there. And I just asked him some random questions, right? I mean, I didn't even post a video, bro. I have no clue where that video is to this day. This dude got 2 Super Bowl rings now. Oh,
And
yes,
and
man.
he, and he's all pro, 2 Super Bowls,
This is
and
a dude that was in
we traded him away for a backup offensive
a
lineman that
Jahai
never
Ward, right? For the defensive end.
No, it wasn't Jahai Ward.
Who was it?
It was some. I'll go look at the trade. It was a backup.
You sure? I thought it was for Ward.
It was a backup offensive lineman that never played for us.
Okay.
Matter of fact, let me pull it up.
That's sad.
I thought it was for Ward. Cowboys give so much stake in offensive linemen, bro. Like if you back, they give so much stake in it.
Man, that's why y'all want them to draft it again.
And what?
In the first round.
Offensive line. I mean, shit. What you gonna do? What you gonna do at the center spot? You gonna run?
Hey, well, let's talk about what Stephen Jones said. Stephen Jones said about Tyler Smith. He basically said Tyler Smith is gonna be where he is gonna be. He said you got a Larry Allen situation there. Larry Allen was looked at as a Hall of Fame guard. He was not a Hall of Fame tackle. He's a Hall of Fame guard. When someone compares you to Larry Allen, that's where you're at, bro.
To be honest, I always looked at Tyler like a guard because when he played at Tulsa, he was way too aggressive to be out on the outside. Like that'll
So
get
I
you
got
in
them
trouble.
damn penalties.
That'll get you in trouble. Yeah, like believe it or not, they say he was like a penalty magnet. You remember that's what the biggest knock on him was, and he was young and stuff like that. Yeah, that was everybody's biggest knock because he had. I think he was the most penalized tackle in football in the nation.
And most penalized player in the nation.
In the nation. So when you think about that, but like when I went and look at his tape, it was really a lot of penalties. He was just abusing people. Like he was doing people bad, like for real. You know them, he get them same calls here. Think about it. Like Tyler don't be really holding as much as you might think. Like he be whooping people and they be like, that look, it's something up with that.
It look way too
egregious. It can't be that
I'm gonna tell you what Tyler also is. There's a dip. Like people think that all offensive linemen are the same thing, and they're really not. Tackles are more like protectors. They're more like I'm gonna hit you if you hit me. You know what I'm saying? Guards are like, you know that homeboy that every time y'all go to the club, he take his shirt off and get in a fight. That's what a guard is.
Yeah, they fighting
Because
them
they're
homeboy.
fighting every single play. Every single play, they're fighting someone. That's why everybody like Zach Martin's this nice guy. Like, yeah, he's a nice guy off the field, but ask people who play Zach Martin, they say, yeah, he's a nasty player.
I think
Nasty.
Tyler Smith is
Nasty.
a really anomaly when you think about it, because like you would think it makes sense for him to get in trouble outside, right? Because you can see more. But then he's getting in trouble in the inside, so he might just be
And think about
doing
this, landlord, you can
doing
get
some
away.
dirt. Yeah, that's
And
what
like,
I'm saying. I'm just saying, just imagine what he's doing in there. Like, for him to
Like,
be,
facts.
man,
Hey, that's what I'm thinking about right now because think
he's
about this, landlord.
notorious, bro.
When you on the outside, they can see everything, bruh.
Yeah, yeah. He's
When you
getting
in, that's
caught
why I
and
say,
he's in the middle with it. Like he
like,
must
what
be
are
doing
you
some
doing?
egregious
Like,
things.
he in that mud hitting nigga with finishing moves. He's like, ah.
No, but I really think they got a reputation for him or something, bro. Because he's not doing all that stuff, bro. It was a lot of
Are you
phantom calls.
are you sure that he
I
ain't putting
mean,
people
hey,
in? Are
what
you sure?
look,
Are you sure he's not putting people in the Cobra clutch?
look, it might be some makeup calls or something, because they probably like, man, he did what to you on the
hey,
sideline?
but I'm gonna tell y'all this right here though. I'm gonna tell you this right here though. I am okay with my offensive line getting a whole call if it prevents my quarterback from getting blasted. I don't even count them against them.
Me either.
Like when I
I
be,
oh,
and I'm gonna tell you this right here. Even if he was gonna get blasted because you got beat, like the motherfucker just flat out beat you, but at the end of like you just grabbed his ass and slammed. Because at the end of the day, your job is to what? Protect the quarterback at all means.
Mm-hmm. I don't live with
You know
that.
what I'm saying? Now we're gonna try to coach you up so that don't happen no more.
hey,
But you can't be
I,
letting my quarterback get teed off on, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. I jumped right online before I ate or did anything with my life. So I want to let y'all know I'm finna get off here very soon. But I got 2 questions I need to answer from y'all. I need answers.
Okay.
Okay. JB B boy kind of gave me this one. So what is your confidence level in Terrence Steele bouncing back next year? And I got one more after that. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being he's going straight back to all pro. He's finna go crazy. Like he's finna be the next best thing to sliced bread, all of that good stuff. And 1 being he's Josh
No such thing.
Paul. Okay, what's your confidence level in Terrence Steele in 2024?
I'll give him a 7 because I think Terrence Steele never was a good pass blocker any damn way, and depending on the run scheme, there's a lot of things there's a lot of things I just don't know. I don't know what the run scheme is going to be. I don't know who the running backs are he's going to run block for. I don't know how healthy he is, coming in here. I hope he's completely healthy at this point. So I say about a 7. There's been a lot of time. I think he's still a very solid right guard. But a 7 is fine. I don't have
If
all
I
the
took
confidence in the world.
7 away, which would you lean towards? A
I
8
lean,
or a
I,
6?
I lean towards an 8 more than I would a 6.
Okay, you feel good about him. What about you, Mr. West Coast?
Um, this is what I would do. This is what I would do, right? Me personally, I already came into this season last year thinking that anybody that is injured is not ready right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't really holding that a lot of that stuff against them, right? Then secondly, Terrence Steele didn't look bad. He didn't look bad doing anything that he used to look good doing. He looked bad doing stuff that he always looked bad doing.
Just worse.
He looked worse, actually. He
Just
just looked
consistently
worse.
worse. Yeah.
So for me, I honestly, in some crazy coaching way, I think I have the same player. I think I'm gonna get the same player back. Now, the problem is the same player 2 years later is not good enough. So he is going to have to improve. He's gonna have to improve. Um, Also, the
Time out.
Cowboys know
What's
I'm
your
Mr. Run the damn
confidence
ball.
level in him improving? That's the question.
What is my trust?
Scale of
I
1 to 10.
Scale of 1 to 10, I would honestly have to say a 7 because, like I said, I didn't see any. And if I had to say, if you took the 7 away, I go with the 8 You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I didn't see him I didn't see him like like I see him look bad in pass block and pass pro. That's what I seen him look. You know what I'm saying? Now, the reason why I feel that if he doesn't improve, it's going to be a problem is because Mr. Run the Damn Ball is saying right now, with Dak Prescott being a number 2 MVP, and I'm just looking at odds, you got to always have the ball in your best player. Cowboys saying they're going to go cheap on running back. Bruh, I don't think my running back room's getting better. So I feel like we're probably going to be throwing the ball 35, 40 times this year.
That's terrible,
So
bro.
I'm just being real. I don't believe my running back room is going to get better.
I
So to
know.
be honest with you, theoretically, it might actually get worse because you might not know. Meaning you might have a starting running back who you have never seen him play for the Dallas Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? So it's just going to be, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think Dak is going to throw the ball 35, 40 times next year. So if Terrence Steele has to improve, he has to improve. Like he can't even be the guy that he was 2 years ago. Because 2 years ago we had Zeke. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
I'm not even answering the question. Okay, now
Now
moving
answer the
along.
question. Now answer the question. Don't just throw us.
Sheesh.
Don't just throw us out there on Front Street and you don't say shit, nigga. Come on.
All right,
Hey
okay.
man, I'm gonna tell y'all. Have y'all noticed how that offensive line had to work more with Zeke not being out there? That's all I had to say, man. Zeke was like a sixth offensive lineman, man,
He was, but
for free, bruh,
Terrence Steele,
for free.
it's kind of like a double-edged question, really, because
Don't do
like
that shit.
we know I'm trying to bail out, but I never really looked at him like that great pass blocking dude either.
Nobody on here
But
did.
I don't think it's fair for you to think that either. Like, I mean, I know you could be high on Steele, but
Who's
to
his
say
name?
that
What's
he's
the
just,
name?
huh?
Who you talking about?
Terrence Steele.
Okay, I thought you said. Man, I don't know. My mind thought you was trying
No,
to sideways my boy D-Law. I was about to put my blunt out.
no. I'm saying I don't think you can actually say that Terrence Steele has been this great pass pro guy ever.
Never
No,
had.
I'm saying I think he was always a average, slightly above average pass pro guy,
That's why folks didn't like him.
and he was a phenomenal run blocker. That's how that's Terrence Steele in a nutshell to me. But if you would ask me how I feel like he'll do when we next year pass pro, about a
But
6, about a
He has
4,
because he has to
5,
improve. Because you
maybe.
know he has to improve. He just can't be as good as he was. He has to get better because I'm gonna just tell y'all this right now. As of today, if you had to ask me, what are we going to lead with the team the way it's being built right now, bro? We're about to lead with the pass, bro. And I'm gonna be honest with you, fellas. We're probably about to lead for the pass for the forthcoming future, man.
Bro, this is Mike McCarthy is gonna pass the ball. But
Yeah, like that's what I said, bro. Like we're
and
like
that's the
it's
most
over.
important. So if you can't pass pro, then
Hey, I'm low key about to be down with drafting a wide receiver in the first round on my mama, man.
you should.
You
You should.
should. 'Cause
You
you already
should.
you already see the right on the wall. Because
Go
man,
join
listen.
the team because that's what we gonna do. That's
Because
what I'm
Tony,
gonna look.
can we put this into perspective for you, Wes?
We got to build
95.
our team like the Chiefs.
Hey, can I put it into perspective for you? 95% of the running back carries that you had last year are gone. Tony Pollard's a free agent. Rico Dowd's a free agent. There are 4 running backs on your team currently. That boy Cooper, that folks think is hard for no apparent reason. I remember him
Malik
from Ole Miss.
Davis.
Because
Malik
he white.
Davis. He ain't white.
No, I said the. Oh no. I think it's about the fullback.
No, I'm talking about Snoop Connor. Snoop Connor is the
Yeah.
boy name. Snoop Connor from Ole Miss, who got 1 career rushing touchdown. Malik Davis, who they do not like. Deuce Vaughn and his little ass legs, and then it's gonna be Hunter Lukey, who had the fumbleitis on the goal line. Those your running backs, West Coast. If
I'm
they don't
just
do it, if they don't do anything else, those your running backs, and they might be cute. They might say, "Hey, man, we
Yeah, our
really
running back's gonna be worse. Our running back room's gonna be worse, bro.
we
Our running
really
back
do.
room's gonna be worse.
We really do believe in Malik Davis. We see something in him.
Hey,
man.
real quick, you're in Vegas. I give you $1,000. You have to put it on yes or no. Do the Cowboys have a 1,000-yard rusher in 2021-2024 season? Yes or no?
Yes, they will because a
One
thousand
running
yards.
back.
Yes, one running back because 1,000 yards not shit. It's 17 game season.
Okay, listen.
Listen, bro, there were still backs that didn't get it though.
Hold on.
There was some.
I ain't even get finished with my rating.
Oh,
Okay.
go ahead.
I got 6
I
on
don't think
the
so.
pass
I say
pro,
no, bro. I say no.
Go
and
ahead.
I say 8 on the run block. So if you average that
Oh,
out, I mean, but okay.
did,
Now this is the last question before I gotta go.
no, answer my question, landlord.
I'm
Answer my
feeling
question.
faint.
Answer my
I'm
question. What you
feeling
putting your
faint right
$1,000
now.
on? Yes or no?
$1,000 on if the Dallas Cowboys have $1,000.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
I don't even know who my backs are though.
Bro, so yes or no?
I would have if I'm betting my money, I'm gonna be conservative. I'm gonna have to say
You gonna say
no.
no on his money.
I'm gonna have to say
You-
no.
I'm gonna say yes. 'Cause I don't think that this is gonna be the running back room they go into.
So then, Henny, I'm gonna ask you a question. Is that running back on the team then, or are you saying it's one of these guys on this team? So then that
No,
means it's a guy that's not on this team. Then
it's
it's
a
a
guy
guy.
that's not on this team.
So a guy that's not on this team is gonna come into the Dallas Cowboys and rush for 1,000 yards.
It's gonna have to be.
Man, you
It's
gonna put your money? Man,
gonna
I'll
have to
take
be.
that. Do
Okay.
you shoot dice? Henny? Do you shoot dice?
Of course I do. I be
Okay,
shooting
I
them
just want to
like
make sure. We're gonna talk next time.
You shoot
If
dice
you
in the
doing it
back
like
alley,
that,
boy. Backdoor Lil Joe and them.
Hey, you don't know
All right.
nothing about that, man.
This the last question right here, and then I'm gonna fade away if I don't hurry up. The last question. What is your confidence level for Damone Clark next year?
Oh, that's
what?
easy. 3. It's
Because
a
this
3.
man's
Damone
still
Clark
a
won't be a starter
linebacker,
next.
y'all. He's still a linebacker. We just like, I think collectively, Cowboy Nation said, screw Damone Clark. Like, I don't know no nice way to say it, bro. Because, like, ain't nobody talking like this man even here. Like, he's invisible at this point.
I'll say this. I'll say this about Damone Clark. And Wes, I will say this. There's a good possibility that Damone Clark starts next year because they're probably not going to keep Marquise Bell playing linebacker. And there's a good possibility that Leighton Vander Esch, the way they talking, like he might really hang it up for injury purposes. At least that would somebody leak.
You heard what
I didn't want to put his name
Stephen
out there.
Jones, I ain't gonna
Goddamn.
lie. Stephen Jones made
he
it sound
put
like
his
because
name
Stephen
out
Jones,
there.
he's gonna
He
be
did
speaking
too.
on that in
Yeah.
the.
Yeah, like
He
yeah.
put his
So
name out there.
you're finna be down. You're finna be down 2 linebackers,
Hey,
and he,
Henry, can I ask you a
yeah, like,
question? Is there
what's up?
what if he retires? What's the financial ramification? Big word of the day. What is the financial ramifications
Let
if
me
he
see.
retires?
I can actually find it out. So give me
What's
2
the
seconds.
financial cowboyifications?
Ooh, that's even better.
Screw the Rams.
Because I'm gonna tell you, because that's gonna tell you if they want him back or not. Because if they can get LVE for cheap, they're gonna want him to come back. They're gonna want him to come back. But if there's more benefit in him retiring, they're gonna push him to retire
He
so they can
might
get the
be
money.
risking his life coming back from what
But don't
I'm
nobody give a
hearing.
damn. But that boy had a broken neck when he came to the NFL.
Yeah, hey, I think I might need to give LVE a little more respect.
Bro, had a broken neck,
You
bro.
a wild boy playing linebacker in the
He had
NFL
a
with a broken
broken neck coming into the NFL, bro.
Hey, that's some hardcore stuff right there, man. Hey,
They
shout out to LVE, bro.
They actually don't have a figure for retirement on over the cap. They only have post June cut, pre June 1st cut, trade scenarios, restructures, and extensions. So I don't actually know what the savings would be if he retired.
Okay, time out.
Google what happens to the money on
What is
a
your
player's contract when they
confidence
retire.
level?
Google that, Henry.
What is your level?
Ask me that question. I'm sorry, landlord.
What is your confidence level for Damone Clark next year?
The same as when Micah Parsons told him he went to Wyoming. Hell, you mean?
10 would be Ray Lewis. Okay.
Man, listen to me. Damone Clark should not be a start. He should not have been a starting linebacker for the Cowboys this year. And unless he improves this year, he should not be a starter this year. Now, the thing that I will say is like, man, the Cowboys, the linebacker room, they ain't had the talent, nor have they had the coaching. So Damone Clark, I think he is plateaued for the athlete that he is. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think in any other such circumstance in the NFL that Damone Clark's even starting. He don't play on any other team, bruh. A real linebacker, a guy that's actually played at SQ's playing over him. And they're probably playing over Marquise Bell too.
But
I mean, that's true.
Is this the second year off the spinal fusion, right? So we can't even say he was injured. Could we?
He's just not good, bro. It's just okay to say.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see. I'm just trying to be fair in our assessment. You know, we gave
I mean,
everybody else injury grace. We got to be fair.
can I say this? Can I say this? One thing. Can we just not draft injured linebackers?
Can we just not draft
Facts.
injured players? How do you mean?
I
Facts.
mean, especially, but can I say especially linebackers because that's the one position that actually gotta run and hit people head first and shit all the
That's
time.
the
I'm just
most
saying, bro. You're a
You
team
went
that's
situations
trying
you
to.
you
gonna
went
have.
you went and got a dude with a bad neck. You went and got a dude with a bad back. Shout out to Jalen Smith. That man had nerve damage when you drafted him.
Drop the
Uh,
book.
shit. I'm just saying, like every linebacker you get has some shit going on with him. Even Sean Lee ass can stay healthy. What are you looking at when you draft linebackers, nigga?
Hey, but you know what? The real, you know
Wow.
what? Another, you know what? The bigger question goes
We
to
need
is,
to see this when you
What's
need
that?
sound effects
hey,
because that was a
hey,
bomb drop or
hey, I'm
something.
gonna tell you. I'm
Boom.
gonna tell you an even bigger bomb though.
What's
It
up?
really goes to show you the lack of urgency and importance that the Dallas Cowboys put at the defensive tackle. Because one, your linebackers can't stay healthy. The reason why your linebackers can't stay healthy, why? Because your linebackers take on a lot of contact. Listen to me, for Jalen Smith to have 153 tackles in one season and not miss a game, that's freaking ridiculous, bro. He did that at linebacker. How did he make 153 tackles with three other dudes playing in front of him? That is ridiculous.
Tyrone, I think that'll be the stupidest thing we could ever possibly do. And I don't see how you even make that correlation between the two. Like,
I
I mean,
mean,
you would be getting top notch receiver play for a cheap price, bro. That's all.
I'll
And
say
you
this.
gonna have to pay CD regardless if you draft receiver or not.
Yes,
And
he's getting
this
paid
the thing.
regardless.
You need to pay CD Lamb and then sign. And I'll put it like this: if CD Lamb is your 88, if he's Michael Irvin, go get CD Lamb's long term Alvin Harper. Just go get.
Okay. Time out. He's not saying that's what we should do. He's saying that's some front office type
Hey, but
vibe.
listen to me,
Okay.
fellas. Listen to me, fellas. With the NFL putting the salary cap 30 extra million dollars, they're making it so that you can afford multiple high-end players on the same offense and on the same defense. The
Mhm.
NFL is not giving us more money so that we could just put it in the Lord, forgive me, put it in the damn swimming pool and freaking go swimming and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you got
Scrooge
30
McDuffin
extra
and
$1 million, bruh.
Mhm.
Spend the shit, bro. Spend the damn money, bruh.
On my mama
Spend
spent
the
the
money,
money.
Jerry.
And listen, that makes it better. You can afford you can afford that first round pick wide receiver whole rookie salary, whole rookie contract with that $30 million increase.
Like, yeah, they want offenses. They want, listen to me, the NFL is bleeding money. They're making so much money in the NFL right now.
that's
So much
before
money.
you even do any restructure.
Hey, shout out to them boys 77 with the 5 piece. He said since that Nugan injured linebackers.
He was 5'2". He
Man,
just was
So
hurt.
that Nugan. I'm probably not pronouncing the man's name right,
I'm gonna
but
ask you this: name me the biggest D tackle in Dallas.
I just made a case that we've been looking for defensive tackle since Tristan Hill. We ain't had
And
nobody.
he wasn't even like name me one,
No,
bruh.
I'm saying we drafted Tristan Hill because we needed one. He didn't even fulfill the role. So
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like
I
we've
mean,
been looking for one.
and that's sort of a trick question because we all know that our boy was supposedly lost 40 pounds. I don't know who the biggest defensive tackle in Dallas is anymore. You can't say Hankins; he a free agent. So unless you're gonna bring Hankins back, he'll be your biggest one maybe.
Well,
But
think about this. Name me the defensive tackle in the last 10 years that's had the most impact on the Cowboys, where you can't name one, bruh.
I
See,
think
man,
We
Matt Jones
y'all,
treat
is
the
gone by
defensive
now.
tackle
you
position
see
like
how
the
much
kicker.
you see how much I love y'all. I'm over here about to croak, and I'm still going. But y'all finna keep rocking because I gotta go.
Yeah,
Nah, I'm out of here.
are you gone
Okay.
too? Well, shit, I
I'm out.
got a couple more minutes.
I gotta take my kid. They got one of these ice cream things. I got to.
All
Okay.
right, well,
I ain't
hey,
did nothing.
well, y'all vamp. I'll stay on here another 5 minutes and chop it up with the folks, man. But I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Let them folks know where they can find you, at, man.
Okay, landlord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media. Holla at your boy. I'll be back around the same time tomorrow, 5 p.m. the new time. Y'all come through and holla at your boy, man. I appreciate you.
Indeed, Wes.
It is your boy West Coast. You already know where you can find me on anywhere on the internet. All you gotta do is type in West Coast Cowboy, and I'll pop up like ding. You dig? And never look down because the stars up. Peace.
Peace, my boy. So yeah, man. Matter of fact, I'm lying my damn self. I'm finna get off of here too. But thank y'all for everything, coming in, showing support, rocking with us the way that y'all being, man. Thanks for the love, and I'll be back sometime tomorrow, man. It's your boy Henny the Moore reporting live from the liquor store, man, and I'm out.